What up, what up, what up, what up, Sober Gang? It's finna be an awesome episode today. I finna get candid. That's what I love to do. On the Sober Gang Experience podcast, we love to tell it like it is. I finna get candid about my past trauma. And that little old tingling feeling you having right now, don't worry about it. Chill out, chill out. Don't worry about it. You having that feeling because you just entered the Sober Gang Experience. Y'all ready to go? Let's get to it. Drinking at all. How I managed to go unscathed. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, I'm MrShowOutt TV, and this is the Sober Gang Experience podcast where we dive into the complex world of addiction. I'm a person in long-term recovery myself. Alcohol was my drug of choice. I managed, right? I need my congregation with me today because we just finna be candid. That's one thing I love to do on my channel. Is I love to keep it real with the people who support me. You guys, the people who comment, the people who like my videos, the people who share my videos and watch my videos. Because one thing about it, being real with you guys helps me out in my sobriety. That's one of the best things about it. Because me being real, you guys be real with me and we be open. We be open to discuss certain things. My past trauma with addiction, and my journey in life, right, you guys? My journey in life, it's been more of a spiritual journey, right? It's been more of a spiritual journey with me. It's been a blissful journey. Now, I'm not saying right now that my life has been bad and everything has been effed up. No. My life was good. Really, really good, But I got a lot of trauma that I finally it had finally came out. When I had went to rehab, right, you guys? When I went to rehab and when I went to treatment, I found out that I did have trauma. My trauma was from growing up as a kid, being without a father, right? Being without my dad. Just break it down in general, you guys. My trauma comes from my dad was an alcoholic himself. My dad really suffered from drinking. Now, this is not one of these episodes where I'm finna down my dad because without my father, you guys, a lot of things in my family wouldn't be the way it is right now. Let's just keep it real. My dad put in play a lot of things for us to have it good, for us to have the way we lived, even when after he passed. My daddy was a farmer at this facility, at this plant where we stayed at, right? My daddy had his own parking space. My daddy passed out the checks and things like that. My daddy was a real man's man, My daddy had a house built from the ground up. Our house was one of the first houses that was on a hill, So I salute my dad. My dad was also a man who served time in the service. So I commend him with that. My dad was a man's man. He was a stern man, but he was a loving man as well. But when I was in rehab, the first thing you have to say, and you guys, I'm gonna just be real. The first time I ever said Hi, my name is, and I'm an alcoholic. When the first time I said that, it was a lot of weight just lifted off my shoulders, right? A lot of weight was lifted off my shoulders. It was like when I said those words, I was free. I wasn't no longer hiding, and I wasn't no longer hiding who I was. You know, I had came to peace with who I was at that time, which was a person who was suffering, man, a person who was going through addiction to alcohol. When I first time I said that, you guys, it was a weight off my shoulder because I was able to open up. I was able to open up and let the people in the facility really help me, right? Right, y'all. I was able to open up. It was a lot of weight off my shoulders, you know. But talking to the counselors there and the people in the facility there, you know, they try to take you back to where a lot of things started at, right? Right, y'all. And a lot of things started with me because I was the youngest out of 5 kids, right? Um, my next to the oldest sister, she was still in the house. My next to the oldest is my sister, and we 7 years apart. You know, my mom had me in her 40s. You know, me coming up as a kid, I remember a lot of my classmates and stuff like that. You know, my best friend used to always call me an old man's baby. You know, my mom had me in her 40s, man, and I was the baby, right? Um, you know, at that moment, everything, you know, me growing up as a child, I was happy. You guys, I mean, I had a mom, I had a dad, we had a house. You know, my dad was bringing in the bacon. You know, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. My mama didn't have to work. My dad was making you know, deep, real good money. We had a house built on the hill. You know, so, but my older sisters and brothers now, they seen what was going on. You know, I was a little young. I was too young to see what was going on. But they experienced it and they witnessed it. You know, I was talking to my counselor, my therapist there in the facility, and I can still hear to this day. You know, sometimes I don't tell my family members this, and a lot of times I don't tell a lot of people this. It's raining. It's raining. Excuse me, y'all. It's raining here right now. Today is Monday, right? Today is Monday, and we finna have a good time. A couple days before Thanksgiving. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed. All right, you guys, I'm blessed. It's a couple days before Thanksgiving, and I'm rocking out with you guys. But it's raining right here, right now. So if y'all hear that little rain, it's soothing. You know what I mean? But we're gonna continue to do this stream though. I hope it don't interfere with the internet and this stream, but we're gonna continue though. Talking to the counselors and the therapists, you know, I can still hear, right? I can still hear my mama screaming. You know, I can still hear that till this day, right now. I can still hear my mama screaming in the room. My daddy was an alcoholic. And he was a man that had a lot of women on the side. And my mom being a stay-at-home mom, and my daddy bringing home the bacon, my mom wasn't no woman that was going to put up with that mess. You know what I mean? So she questioned my dad. She came to him like a woman, a woman would, about his infidelities and things of that nature. And I can hear them scream. I can hear the arguments. And me being a child, I'm a mama's baby, mama's boy, but I was a daddy's boy too. I remember a lot of things. I remember how my dad smelled, how his beard felt, and I remember smells and feelings. I remember all of that. But like I said, my dad passed when I was 9 years old, maybe 10. I remember being a young kid and listening to my mom and my dad go into it. I mean, I'm hearing things being thrown. I used to sit beside the bedroom door while they was arguing because I would hear my mom. And when you were a little boy at that time, when you were a little boy at them times and things of that, you love your dad, but you go side with mom, right? Now we all know that. And that's what that's what I know. That was my love, that my mom. So in my mind, me laying beside the door, I was helping her. I was with her. She wasn't alone, right? That was my thought as a kid, And also talking to my therapist, I came to realize that I was battling a lot in my life of depression and anxiety that keeps me up at night. It keeps me constantly thinking. It's very hard for me to sleep sometimes, you guys. And I didn't understand it for a long time. It wasn't diagnosed to me at that time. But I was battling depression and anxiety because I longed for a father for so long, even when he died, I didn't cry, y'all. At his funeral, I didn't cry. My mom took it bad. My sisters and brothers, the whole family, they all took it bad. I didn't cry. Because it wasn't hitting me at the time that my dad was gone. I'm a young man. I'm like, man, thinking about my daddy, he'll be home pretty soon. Hey. I didn't cry at the funeral or none of that. Right? I was suppressing it, I guess. I ain't know what that was being that young, right? I didn't know what that was. But I remember this, and me and my mom used to always talk about this, and I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember a couple of days after the funeral, after we laid my dad to rest, I was in the room, right? In my room playing my game. And it used to be a thing that I used to always do. When I used to play my game, and I did something good on the game, whatever, playing football or basketball, I'll run into my dad's room and be like, Daddy. So I'm playing my game in my room, right? And I run into my dad's room to tell him. That when it hit me, you guys. That day, at that moment, it finally hit me that my dad was not coming back. And that's when I just cried like a baby. My mama had to come in the room and really just hold me, because at that moment, I finally realized that I wasn't seeing my dad ever again. He wasn't coming back. He was not coming back. He was dead. At that moment, as a child, as a young man, as a young boy, it finally hit me what death was. Right then and there. Dad is not coming home. So I dealt with a lot of trauma with my dad drinking and having the memories of him and my mom going at it. I can still hear my mama's voice to this day. you know. But my dad set the family up, man. With him passing, let me rephrase that. When my dad passed, my mom really just kicked into high gear. You know, I was a spoiled kid, you guys. I was a spoiled kid. I got basically anything I wanted. You can ask around the neighborhoods. I got the best of everything. The new Nintendos, the new Sega, the new Game Boys, whatever was new. When kids went and got their water guns, y'all remember them water guns? Them super soakers. Y'all know about them super soakers. Everybody that get the little single bottle, the one cartridge, super soaker, right? I'm running around with the one with the backpack. You know, I had a moped. My mama brought me a moped, you guys. And everybody in the neighborhood, we had a little moped gang. Everybody was having these little mopeds with the little small tires. My mama wouldn't buy me a Zuma 2 sports scooter that can ride up hills. I had a sports scooter. So you guys, my life was I was very well taken care of. But I battled with trauma. And I didn't know that. You guys. It took me a while. To understand that the issues with me growing up and longing for a dad, and hearing those fights and those arguments, and being a little kid laying beside the door listening to your parents argue. It wasn't registering with me, you know what I mean? We a happy family, right? But my older sisters and brothers, they seen a lot worse, you know what I mean? But as a child, I still remember that, and that trauma today. I'm getting over a lot of that now, as getting older. I'm understanding that was trauma. And that's, I'm understanding why I can't sleep sometimes. It takes a while for me to go to sleep. Still to this day, I am prescribed with anxiety and depression pills. Because, today, I still have problems with, I'm an overthinker, you guys. I'm an overthinker. And ever since I've been clean and sober and I created this channel, I think a lot. I think about the next topic, my next guest speaker. How I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. I'm currently going to school, right, you guys? Trying to get my degree in drug and alcohol counseling. I made the dean list both years. I'm not finished yet. I'm striving for the best. And one thing we're going to do on the Sober Gang Experience podcast, we're going to motivate you guys, man, right? And we're going to tell the truth. One thing I have created on my channel is a community and a family of people that I can trust. A lot of people that I have on my show are people I would have never met in my addiction if I was still out there running the streets, if I was still out there just doing whatever. I'm meeting tremendous people, loving people, and it's a blessing, you know what I mean? But like I said, my journey in life, it was a spiritual journey, and it still is. Me coming up as a kid, that was a spiritual journey, me learning life, figuring it out, spiritual, being innocent. Me in my teens, 13, 14, 15 years old. Me going through a spiritual journey playing basketball, being a very, very good basketball player for my schools and the community. I was known for being a very good basketball player. In my teens, to indulging in drugs, the wild side, the dark side, a spiritual journey, me trying to figure out myself, me trying to navigate this world without a father, me trying to understand what his life is, what is my role, what is my purpose, what am I here for, what is it that God want me to do, me trying to understand that and navigate through life. Me 24, 25, 26, a man, done had a baby, so now I'm a father. Me trying to understand how to be a father, how to be a man, how to be a decent person. At the same time, I'm battling with the issues of drinking. I'm struggling with this drinking. I'm struggling with the drinking and alcoholism and relationships and love. I'm struggling with relationships. I'm in and out of relationships, heartbreaks. Even though I was a playboy, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. Even though I was a playboy and a handsome man, I loved to dress, I would still get my heart broke, So I'm navigating through life, the spiritual journey. It's a beautiful thing, though. It's beautiful. Like I said, I'm trying to understand life at that moment. I'm an adult. I'm working. Me and my mom, I'm like her sidekick, When my dad passed, you guys, it was me and mama. That's my roadie. And one thing about my addiction that I hate the most, and I think most parents, because I'm understanding this now, because I'm a parent. My mom knew that my drinking was bad. But, we used to drink together. Me and my mom would drink cold beers, but she wasn't like me, wake up drinking, go to sleep drinking. That was me. My mom would make sure she take care of all her business. And, as a grown person should, if she want to get her a six-pack, she would. And we'll sit down and talk all the time. And, but my mom would stay up late, you guys. If I go out to a party, or if I even go to some friend girl's house and spend the night, right? And I just used to, it was a thing, even though I was grown, I would still tell my mom where I was going. Because my mom always worried about me. Because I was a baby boy. My mama just wanted the best for me. She did not want me to get in any trouble. She would worry. My mama always worried about me, She would call me, you got to go to work tomorrow. You got to go to work in 2 hours. You're going, she stayed on me. She made sure my head was straight. A lot of guys don't have that. You know what I mean? Some people don't have a woman that will be strong on them like that, especially a mom. So I was blessed, and I still am blessed to have my mom in my life. My mom has dementia now, and it's very hard to process that. It was very hard for me to process my mom transition to dementia. But I know one thing about it: when she looks at me, I know deep down she see who I am. She know me. I'm the baby boy, But that's trauma, you guys. That's trauma, But like I said, my journey was a spiritual journey. Me battling with alcoholism in 24, 25, me and being a father, and me trying to understand life and who I am and what's my purpose. Well, what am I here for? What am I supposed to do? It's all a journey, you guys. All this is a journey. I wouldn't have it no other way, you guys. God has blessed me to be on this journey and to go through this journey and to live this journey. Now I am currently in my next journey, and it's also spiritual, but it's a blissful spiritual. This journey in my life right now is one I didn't see coming, right? Right, you guys? I was so consumed with drinking and partying and the drugs. But not to mention, I never did any hard drugs. You know, you guys, I don't know what we want to classify as hard drugs, because to me, anything that you overconsume, anything that takes your mind and warps your mind and transform you is a drug. And that you need it every day, every morning, every night, that's a drug, right? So I'm not knocking anybody addiction, you know. But I never was into like the hard drugs, you know. Later on, late in my life, like early 30, I started using cocaine, right? And that was only for a season, maybe 2 years strong, you guys. And I had to get up off that because I was already an alcoholic, right? And now the cocaine come into play. So I went from a cool drinker that drunk a lot, that kept a job, to now he doing it, and now I'm up all night thinking my girlfriend cheating, paranoid, guys, you know. Yeah. But it is a journey nonetheless. And it's a spiritual journey nonetheless. And I wouldn't have it no other way. God is blessing me, you know. I used to and overindulge in alcohol because now I'm understanding. It used to help me sleep. Like I said, my anxiety, my depression. I went from drinking just to have fun to now I needed to go to sleep. Now I needed to get up. You know? That's what it was about, right? So it became less fun. You know, and it became more of it was just wearing me down. Wearing my family down, wearing my kids down, wearing down the people that actually love me, you know, so it's a journey nonetheless. And it's a journey that I wouldn't take back or I wouldn't change. None of that I wouldn't change, you guys, because my story is my story. And God got me here. God have me to do what I am doing. Me creating the Sober Gang Experience podcast. Me to be interviewing people from all around the world who share their stories. To come on my platform to try to inspire and motivate people. It is the reason why I'm doing this, right? It's the reason why I'm doing this, you guys. You know, me going through immediate surgery, almost dying. It's the reason why God got me here. And I'm understanding my purpose now. I'm understanding my purpose. Even right now, you know, it's still people that love me, man, that I'm battling with that with, you know. When you in your sobriety, you change, right? And a lot of people just ain't gonna be accepted to that. You know, they so used to that old person, you know, that this new person, it's taking them a while. But I accept that, you know. But I'm gonna keep pushing. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna continue to push. And I'm gonna continue to motivate a lot of people in addiction. But that is my past trauma, you guys. And I'm currently today, everything is fine. I'm still having problems with sleeping. I have not been taking any of my anxiety or depression pills. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Y'all let me know in the comment box below. But when I got out of rehab, right, I went cold turkey on everything. I even stopped taking my anxiety and depression pills. I stopped taking that too. I went cold turkey on everything. I stopped. Now I'm almost 2.5 years clean and sober. I'm doing well. I'm loving life. Kids happy. I'm happy. Family's happy. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So if anybody out there right now, if you're going through any trauma, I'm going to tell you guys right now, and it's a stigma. I was talking to my sister one day, you guys, and me and her love to just have conversations. And I asked her this question. I'm like, why is it a stigma in the black community, or not just the black community, but all around the world? Why is it a stigma that people don't like to go get help and go seek help and counseling and therapy, right? Because I could have surely used that. I could have used that coming up because of what I witnessed and what I went through as a child. When my sister told me one thing, she was like, the thing it is that when young men is going through trauma, going through things and need counseling and need therapy, we are scared to talk about it. Make us feel like we less than. We do not want to go out there and be like, to let people know that we have any problems, that we have any issues, that we have any thoughts. And that we will go up, they will go off to their friends and tell them. You know, sometimes you'll tell your friend, right? Excuse me. Sometimes you'll tell your friend, and what they'll tell you, oh man, ain't nothing wrong with you. You straight. You'll be all right. Here, man, smoke this. Here, smoke this blunt. Here, drink this liquor. Go there and go in there and have sex with one of them females. You'll be all right. You know, we brush it off. When a person really needs help, we brushes it off. We tell them to go do something, go smoke, go get high, go get drunk, go have sex. Instead of telling them the real deal, man, it's okay. It's okay to have that. It's okay to go get help. But that's what we do. It's a stigma, man. We need to get over that, you guys. We need to stop that. If you know somebody out there that is battling that, you know somebody out there that's going through some traumatic PTSD, trauma, you know, don't just throw them out to the woods and just tell them, man, you will be okay. Here, pop this pill. You will be okay. Here, drink this liquor. Oh, man. We need to do better as a community and as a people with that as well. So, yeah, me and my sister talked about that for a good long time, and I love talking to my sister. Both of my sisters. But that's what it is, you guys. You know, so if y'all brand new to this channel right now, y'all done caught the back end of my story and trauma that I has dealt with in my life. And I would love for you guys to go back and watch the full video from the beginning. And if it's your first time to the channel right now, I would love for you guys to take the time out. Look, I'm having a lot of people that comes in and, you know, they'll watch my videos, but I'm not getting you guys to like the video. Come on, we got to get them likes up, man. We got to get the likes up. So press it, smash the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel right now if you're brand new. The subscribe button is free. You don't have to pay for that. So hit the subscribe button. And when you see that notification bell right on the side, tap that notification bell and tap it for all. So you get notified for all videos. Anytime I drop new content, you'll get a notification coming to your phone or your email to let you know I'm live or I have dropped or uploaded a new video. You can go check it out. That's what it's about. We're creating something special over here on the Sober Gang Experience podcast. We inspire and motivating people around the world. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to continue to remain sober and clean and be the best version of myself. And I really inspire you guys. I really want you guys to be the best version of yourself. You know, go out there, conquer life. Go out there. Be the best version of yourself. Don't be scared. Do not be scared, you guys. Addiction is scary. I know. I've been there. I've done it. But we're going to be the best version of ourselves today. So make sure you guys make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I am MrShowOutt TV. And if you guys want more content about addiction, more inspirational content, make sure you continue to follow me on my journey. I do weekly uploads, Mondays and Tuesdays, you guys. So y'all always check me out. Check me out Mondays and Tuesdays. And if you guys would love to be on the channel, email me, right? Email me. If you would love to be a guest speaker, you can email me. I just put the blinker at the bottom of the screen right here. Email me, and that's what we're doing. And I will most definitely get with you, and we will set up the interview, and you can share your story. Because we need way more people to stand up and support this movement, support what I got going. Because we going to rock out. Yeah, man. That's what it's about. That's my journey, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and this video. Because I'm going to continue to do just that. I'm going to continue to rock out. And I'm going to continue to inspire and motivate those battling addiction. So I would love for you guys to continue to rock out with me. And we're going to continue to inspire people one episode at a time. Till next time, peace, love, and happiness. Yeah.